Buenas tardes, chicos. Soy Profe Young. We have a video lesson today on the concept of el verbo ser versus el verbo estar. This is one of those things that often gives Spanish students fits. It doesn't need to be that hard if we just remember a few things. We remember that, first of all, that this is the fight between the two ways to say to be. Okay? Ser and estar both mean to be, and we just now have to figure out when we use each type. Here's a little funny for you, just to keep you laughing. It's just a test over conjugating the verb ser and estar. Stop calling it a Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, I know that's bad. That's okay. Hopefully I'll keep you laughing a little bit, keep you on your toes. Let's jump into it. Here are your conjugations. Ser, you probably remember, goes to soy, eres, es, somos, and son. And estar goes to estoy, estás, está, estamos, está. And please pay particular attention to the accents on estás, está, and están. So I'm just going to assume that you know this, that you have had some exposure to this. And now really what we need to focus on is how do you know when to use each one? And there's some simple ways to kind of think about that. Okay, here are two sort of acronyms that you can use to try and remember when to use ser and when to use estar. So for ser, you over here this acronym doctor. I don't know if you guys can see that over here on the left side here. It says doctor. So D is for descriptions, right? Yo soy alto, ella es grande, whatever it might be. Occupation, I could say yo soy un maestro, él es un doctor, right? That's for occupation. Characteristics, nosotros somos generosos, nosotros somos cómicos, right? Those are characteristics of people. Time and date, we can say, like we do in the beginning of every class every day, hoy es el 10 de febrero, son las 3, right? Whatever might say for that. Origins is things like where you're talking where you come from. Yo soy de California, yo soy de México, ella es de Guatemala, ellos son de México, okay? And relationship is talking about the relationships between people. So, yo soy el hijo de Jeff, y ella es mi esposa, things along those lines. For estar, we have these other places we use it, and we use the word place. And then I also can remind you that you're always going to use it for places. So, position and location, right? So we would say things like for position, an example of that is like the paper is on the desk. El papel está encima de la mesa. Okay? Location, that is anything, right? So Santa Bárbara está en California, California está en los Estados Unidos, nosotros estamos en la clase. So those are all locations. Action, this is when we're talking about ing. And in Spanish we use ando and yendo, but to do the is part of that we have to use estar. So for example, I want to say he is writing, like writing with a pencil. I can say él está escribiendo. If I want to say he is talking, we say él está hablando. So we need a star for actions. Conditions, this is things like being sick, being happy, things that are changeable, right? Yo estoy enfermo, ella está feliz, nosotros estamos enfermos. And emotion, right? I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling sad, etc. That is also something that is changeable, so that's going to be under the category of estar. So yo estoy triste, yo estoy alegre, yo estoy enojado, which means angry. So I think hopefully this will give you a sense of when to use each one. We have the acronym doctor for ser and the acronym place for estar. Hopefully that will help you to categorize when to use each one. Tomorrow during class, we're going to do some more specific practice about which one we're going to use in what scenario. So be ready to do that both for your actividad de ahora and during the class period. Hopefully, if you watch this video, you'll be ready to show up tomorrow and say, went to Spanish class, knew the difference between ser and estar. Muchas gracias, chiquitos, y nos veremos en clase mañana.